Shalom, shalom. On the start of this video, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well, teach well, while learning truth. 100% according to the Bible. I want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, servants scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you few sisters out there that are sincere, your children, shalom. And in today's video, as you can see, going to be building off of this video here that I got from the brother, the Hopeful Elect 3. And today's video is going to be titled, The Haughty People of the Earth Do Languish, because this is ultimately what we see happening here in this place, America. These haughty people, which that word haughty goes into pride, these people are languishing, right? And I'm going to actually look up that word languish on an AI overview on Google, just for edification's sakes, of course, right? And it means a person or other living thing that loses or lack vitality to grow weak or feeble, right? And I'm actually going to some similar words. And it basically goes into a decline, right? And that's ultimately what we see among these people here in Babylon the Great. This entire society is declining. You see the infrastructure, the people in here are declining. Everything is just getting worse in this place, man. And that's ultimately happening because this place, America, is at its end, you see. And that's what a lot of these people don't understand. That's why things in this country is only going to continue to turn up and to get worse, man. You see, the price of living is going to continue to go up. Prices of food going to continue to skyrocket. More people are going to get laid off. More jobs being closed down. These things are happening because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is plaguing this earth, man, and ultimately plaguing this place, Babylon the Great, man. So that's why all of the people in this country, as you can see from this video, I'm allowed to play from the brother, they're all suffering, man. You see, but I'm gonna grab this precept right here because, like I said, we're at the end, man, and that's why these things are taking place, right? This is St. Mark chapter 13. I'm gonna start at verse 3. It said, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives over against the temple, Peter and James and John and Andrew asked him privately, verse 4, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled? Verse 5, and Yahweh Shah answering them began to say, take heed that any man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. Verse 7, and when ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. You see, and all of these things are happening in the earth now. Like I said, all of these things are indicators that we're at the end of this world, right? And this is verse 8, the point. It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. And that's what time we're in, the beginning of sorrows. So everything that people see happening now that they're ultimately complaining about, you see, is only going to get worse, man. You see, things is not going to get back normal here in this place, America, neither for the world, man. Right? So I'm going to get straight into the video. But before I start it, I'm going to say fair use under the 1976 Copyright Act. I'm not getting paid for this video. This is for educational purposes only. Fair use. Right. And I'm actually read that precept right there that the brother posted. 2nd Esdras chapter 8 and verse 50 in the GNT, which is the Good News Translation. It says, the people of this world who have lived their lives in pride and arrogance will suffer many things in the last days, right? And I'm actually read that same precept, but in the KJV, right? It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And this is ultimately what we see coming upon these Babylonians in particular, but mainly for the people worldwide, but especially for you Americans, man, right? Because everybody in this country is proud. They're full of themselves. They're arrogant. You can't tell anybody anything. Everybody is self-willed. You see, they're full of themselves, egotistical. You see, so, hey, the Lord is bringing miseries upon you people, man. And the definition for that word miseries means a state or a feeling of great distress, of discomfort of both mind and body, right? And you go into similar words, it goes into unhappiness, distress, right? Hardships, suffering. And that's what you see happening here in America, man. Majority of these people in this country, they're all suffering, man. You see, they're all going through some type of hardship. People are, down on their luck, man. Right. And like I said, it's only going to get worse for you people, man. And like I said, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is the one that's bringing these evils. He's the one bringing these plagues. Right. As it tells us right here. Let me grab 2nd Esdras chapter 16. And I'm going to go to verse 8. Right. And it says, the mighty Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? And these are all of the things we see happening in America. This place is being plagued, man. You see, why you think everything in this country is only continuing to get worse? Because the Lord is the one doing these things, man. You see, he's the one sending the evils. He's sending the bad times upon this country, man, and upon the world, right? And like it said, who is he that can drive them away? Nobody can drive these things away, because ultimately the Lord is the one that's doing it, right? And I'm going to actually go to 2nd Esdras 15 as well. And I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. These are all of the things that the Lord has coming upon his earth in this time, man. Right? And this is why, verse 6, for wickedness, right, sin upon sin, iniquity, have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. You see? Verse 7, therefore saith the Lord, verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. So like I said, that's the spirit that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is in. He's tired of the wickedness that's happening in the earth, especially among his own people, man, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indians. So that's why the Lord is bringing these evils, man, these bad times. And like I said, the Lord does send financial turmoil as well as a plague, man. As it tells you right here, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 49. It said, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, right? Women not having anybody to provide for them and help them, right? Poverty. A lot of these people in America are homeless. A lot of people getting fired from their jobs. A lot of people are, sleeping out in, tents and living in, storage units and all type of crazy things going on in this country, man, right? These are all the plagues of the Lord. It says famine, sword, and pestilence to waste our houses with destruction and death, right? Because like I said, we're in a time of judgment. So that's all the Lord is really going to bring to this country, man. It's evils and only evils, right? As it tells us right here, 2nd Esdras 14 and 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So like I said, it's only going to get worse. Things is not going to get normal for this place, America, man, right? Verse 17, for look how much the world shall be weakened through age. So much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. That's talking about the people, the inhabitants, man. Right. And it's only going to get worse for you people. Right. Especially those who Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not with. You see, that's why we urgently warn you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians to repent, man, and to turn back to the Lord while you still can. You see, and I'm actually going to a precept on that, right, through the Spirit. This is Yeshaya or Isaiah chapter 55, and I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. And that's what we're telling you Israelites to do, because we're telling you that the Lord is the one judging and punishing the earth. And ultimately that you need to be getting right with him and repenting and turning back so that you can be ultimately safe or protected and delivered in these hard times that are coming upon the earth, man. And they're going to continue to come. Because like I said, things are not going to go back to normal how they used to be, like a lot of you people want to believe. Because a lot of you people, especially among our people, because a lot of them are simple, they want to believe in their mind that Donald J. Trump is going to make America great again. A lot of you people drunk off of the lies off that devil, man. You believe that this man is going to save this country. You believe that America is going to make a bounce back. You people don't believe that the Lord is judging this earth, man. You see, but like I said, you people are getting a rude awakening to that, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is exactly the one that's punishing this earth, right? And he's going to punish it more and more, because these plagues are only going to continue to intensify, man. You see, it's not going to get back normal for this country, man. This place is through, man. Done. Finished. You see, but I'm going to get back into the video. So bear with me while I pull it back up. All right.
Y'all, this is super scary times we're living in right now. I'm so sad for this country, sad for the people growing up in this country that are way younger than I am in my 40s, and just, this is overwhelming. I just heard about 2 more shootings, as if we haven't had enough in this year already. Some shootings that happened at homecomings in Mississippi. two different incidences. Several people died. This is just insane. And I'm just wondering, what is there to do? What can we do as people of color?
Right. And you hear what it is Eve is saying. And like I said, the men of the Lord, starting out with the elder apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, and the men on down that teach the same doctrine. We've been telling you Israelites what to do. We've been telling you to repent, turn back to the Lord, because the Lord is going to be your only hope in these times that we're in, man. If you don't got your Haughty Yahushua, you're through. You're finished. You see, that's why we warn you Israelites to, seek the Lord, man, to repent, to turn from the ways of this place, America, because this place, America, is through, man. This place is not going to get back better. And it's only going to get worse from here on out. So your best bet is, turning back to the Lord. But we know you jakes are not going to repent. The only ones that are going to turn back to the Lord, sorrowful and remorseful, are going to be the elect, the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. They're going to be the only ones to turn back. You see, the rest of our people, they want this place, America, to bounce back. They want good times to come back to America. You see, they want this land to be back filled with mirth, party, and celebrating folly. That's what Jake want to give over into. That ain't coming back. You see? And I'm actually grab that precept too. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 25. It says, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. You see? And that's what these people want back in this place, America. They wanted to go back to the old days when things were peaceful, things were laid back. People can just, work one job and get a lot of money and be comfortable and settled on their leads. Nah, that's over with, man. That's over. You see? What's coming is, like I just read, destruction, man. That's all that's coming. What did the Lord say in St. Luke chapter 12? Right, let me grab that, verse 51. It says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. Right, Matthew 10 and 34 says, to think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So the Lord bringing destruction, man, chaos, calamities, evils and only evils, turmoil, chaos, right? But that's not what you people want to come upon the earth. Because like I said, these people, they love this place, man. But like I said, there's no saving America. There's no hope for this place, man. This place is predestined to go down, to be destroyed. Right. And all those that love this place, guess what? When the plagues come upon this place, guess what? You're going to go right along with it. Man. Right. So I'm going to get back into the video. All right.
As people of color, minorities, it is so scary. What do we do? I need to go in the store, and I can't because I can't stop fucking crying. I'm trying to, obviously I try to keep up to date what's going on in our community, but I feel like it takes such a fucking mental toll on me. And, how am I expected to go about my regular day when I can't function because I'm thinking about all the shit that's happening? And, I don't understand why there's so much hatred and there's so much division right now. And I'm just supposed to go about my day. I don't understand. And oh fuck. It just everything feels so fucking heavy right now. And I don't know how to process it and how to not let it affect me so fucking much. And I just don't understand. How are you guys doing it? Leave some comments and let me know what the fuck you guys are doing to get through this.
You know that feeling you're likely feeling regardless of where you live in the world? How am I going to survive in this world? How are my children going to survive in this world? Should I even have children in such a fucked up world? What is the next horrible event that's coming down the pike in this insane timeline? I can't afford the cost of living. My job just got cut. They're sending military into cities. They're trying to start a new war. When will my city be bombed next? Will my city be invaded? Have I been lied to my whole life about history? Were we lied to about this major event or that one? Right. All those feelings of terror, of uncertainty, of anxiety, of duress, right? This is the result of living inside a world. Right, this is what it feels like, living inside a world that is run by a network of international criminals.
I honestly don't feel safe in this country anymore. At any moment in time, ICE has the ability to come into my house and grab me for the crime of not being a white guy. And I can be taken anywhere and kept there for as long as they see fit. And I will have no recourse. I can't fight back. I can't raise a fuss about it. There's no way to challenge it in court. Like, we are now living in a moment where I have no rights, essentially. If they want to come and grab me, they can just do it. They don't need another reason for it. They do not need another reason for it. So anybody who looks like me or who is darker skin complexion, a little bit lighter skin complexion, if you are not white in this country, you are a target. And that is terrifying. And it feels like so many people are just going about their daily lives, which I guess if you are a straight presenting white person in this country, then you have nothing to be afraid of. So I guess, why? I guess you just don't care.
Anywhere but here, man. That's it. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Anywhere but here. I think there's just so many, I know there's so many people that's what we're feeling, is just get me anywhere that's not this fucking shit. Not another minute of this. Get me from here. And anywhere that's not this will do. Well, you know what, Mark? Could be worse, man. Could be worse. Always fucking hearing that shit. Yeah, you're right. Could be worse, I guess. I'm so fucking sick of that mentality, that indoctrination that, count your blessings because it could always be worse. Well, you got...
Right. And you hear what it is Esau is saying. But like I said, that's majority of these people here in America, man. So I'm going to grab this precept right here. This is Isaiah chapter 24. And I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. And I looked up that word languish earlier, right? It means to decline or grow weak or feeble, right? And that's what we see. These people are constantly declining, man, because they know that this place, America, is finished. There's no hope for this place. This place is not going to get back better. And a lot of these people, they know it. You see? So like I said, that's why a lot of these people are just in that spirit of ready to crash out, man, right? But I'm going to go down to verse 7. It says, the new wine mourneth, you see, Salakia. It says, I'm going to read it from the top. It says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. Because like I said, when everything was going good in this place, America, you see, when that mirth spirit was still alive in this place, everybody was merry-hearted, right? That word merry-hearted goes into being happy. Everybody was excited. Everybody was, in that folly spirit, you see. But now, like I said, all of that is coming to an end because things is getting harder for these people, man. So that's why everybody is sighing. That's why everybody's complaining. That's why everybody's, losing their minds, man. Right. And like I said, it's only going to get worse. So I'm going to grab this precept right here as well. 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and they're not slack. You see, because like I said, things is only going to continue to get worse for the world, but mainly here in this place, America. So it's not going to go back to normal. You see, things is not going to, slow down and pick back up to steam and people go back to doing what they used to do. All of that's over. The plagues are just going to continue to, come and come and come, man. You see, the evils are going to increase. Verse 38, it says, as when a woman with child in the 9th month, right, bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, right? Which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment, right? Verse 39, even so shall not the plagues, right, be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. You see, and that's the time that we in the world, right? Where the Lord ain't going to do nothing but plague this place on all sides with evil, sorrows, miseries. You see, unhappiness, that's all that's coming to this world, man. Destruction, right? Whoa. You see, evils and only evils, man. You see? So I'm actually grab this other precept right here as well. We're going to go back to, 2nd Esdras, right? Chapter 9, right? Because like I said, all of these things are happening because we're at the end. And a lot of these people, they don't understand that, you see. 2nd Esdras chapter 9, I'm going to start at verse 1. It said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, right? And we're able to measure the time diligently through looking at the prophecies, looking at what the scriptures say and applying it and aligning it with what we see happening now here in the world. And we know that we're at the end because as I read earlier in the book of Mark, we see everything happening that the Lord told to his disciples 2,000 plus years ago. We see these things happening now in the earth. We see the earthquakes in diverse places. We see the wars and rumors of wars. We see the uproars of the people, the commotions and things like that. You see the perplexity of the people, right? So it says, and when thou seest parts of the signs past, which I have told thee before, verse 2, then shalt thou well understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? Go into that word visit, it means judge. So we in the time and season where Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, like I said, is plaguing and judging this earth, man. And it's only going to get worse. Like I said, it ain't going to get back better. You see? So, hey, more of you Babylonians are going to be crying real soon, man. You know? Verse 3, therefore, when there should be seen earthquakes, right? And uproars of the people in the world, all of these things are taking place. Why you think you got all of these protests happening here in America with all of these ice raids and things like that are happening? Then you got uproars of the people happening around the world, man. Just look at places like France, Nepal, all of those different countries. Everywhere you look in the world is chaos going on, man. Because like I said, this place, America, and this world as you people know it, is finished. Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, right? Verse 5, for like all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Like I said, we're at the end, man. So America is finished. You see, it ain't going to get better for this place nor for the world, right? Not till the Lord returns. But hey, it's only going to continue to get worse, man, from here on out. So I'm going to allow a little bit more of this video to play. And that'll pretty much be the video. All right.
Well, you're goddamn right. It could all be worse. Always be worse. But why? Why would we even think in that construct? But here we are, guilty. So, no judgment here at all. It's just we're browbeat to accept that. It can always get worse. So be happy. Really? Fuck, man. Well, guess what? If that's true, then bring it the fuck on, because it's something different from the...
All right. And you hear what it is the guy's saying. And yep, it's only going to get worse, from here on out. So with that being said, Lord's willing, I pray this lesson be edifying to you brothers and you few sisters that may come across it. With that being said, we're going to end the lesson giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakakudash. And double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well. While learning truth 100% according to the Bible. To the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect. Shalom.